All right, so every time Benny the Butcher starts talking, it just seems to get worse and worse. He just sent out a warning to everyone who wears lab diamonds. Let's see what he's talking about.
Yes, I know they about to say why you even give a fuck, cause I want to, nigga. But for all you niggas who wear lab jewelry, I just want you to know this is a PSA. You know how they got the little thing.
Well, first of all, let me stop you early, Benny. There's nothing wrong with wearing lab diamonds. Actually, there is something wrong with not wearing lab diamonds. If your diamonds were not made in a lab at a university somewhere, then that means you are wearing blood diamonds, diamonds that children, poor folks, they had to mine these diamonds somewhere in Africa in poor working conditions. So yo, why would you want to wear a diamond like that, right? Why not just wear a lab diamond? And they're a lot cheaper. But let's get back to it.
Oven thing, you gotta be at the jeweler to tell if you got lab jewelry or not. That's right now. In the next 3 to 4 years.
You know, I find it rich that a rapper is trying to tell us about jewelry when these jewelers have been ripping y'all off for decades. You know, they're selling you things at like a 30, 40, 50% premium because they know you're stupid. They know you don't know anything about precious metals or gemstones. I mean, I just find that rich.
They're gonna have, it's gonna be like the diamond tester little thing you can order off Amazon. They're gonna be able to test if your shit lab.
Okay, and so what? And so what?
I've been doing this for 18 years. I'm not gonna buy a single natural diamond from here on out for myself personally. You know why? Because I don't want to get ripped off. I'm not going to spend $22,000 because someone dug a hole in the ground. And I'm not going to wear any SI J-color stones. But the labs are fantastic.
Watch this. Newsflash. Y'all see these? These earrings? These are VVS. This is like the second tier of diamond. This is like, you can only go one step higher than this. And that's called a flawless diamond. These are VVS's. The screw that's holding these diamonds together are worth more than the diamond itself because the screws are at least 14 karat gold. I say all this to say that diamonds have lost most of their value nowadays. It's not really a flex to be having diamonds, and they aren't worth that much thanks to the invention of lab diamonds. So it's not a flex. Like the gold screw that's holding the diamond in place is worth more than the diamond. Think about that. And they're lab diamonds. You pull a diamond tester out, it's gonna pass a diamond tester. But you will never pull a diamond tester out on me, right? Because even though I'm gonna pass a diamond test, I'm not letting a random dude test my jewelry. But let me let him cook some more, then I'll really go in.
You feel what I'm saying? So right now, it's hard to tell because everybody ain't got the machines. You gotta take it to the jeweler. But trust me, in 3 to 5 years or less, it's gonna be that little thing that they can carry around and anybody gonna have it. They're gonna be able to put it on your shit to see if it's lab.
Okay, and Benny, who cares? So let's take a look at Benny's chain, right? What we got, a iced out Pyrex, you know, measuring cup. These ain't like flawless diamonds on this thing. These diamonds not hitting right here. If we really want to be, you know, a-holes about it. Benny, what type of diamonds are these on this chain? What are these, like VS2s? These like SI diamonds? I don't know. I'll be watching Tracks NYC on YouTube and Tracks be telling me a lot of y'all be wearing SI diamonds.
On his watch is depressing, bro. A Jubilee Rolex, bro. It's the same shit I'm wearing right here, bro, with a little slightly bigger bezel.
So would you rather wear a SI blood diamond or a lab VVS? You let me know.
Anybody gonna have it. They're gonna be able to put it on your shit to see if it's lab. You know, I don't care what you niggas wear. You know, it's none of my business.
I don't care what you wear. Yeah, here you are almost a minute into the video talking about somebody's jewelry.
I'm just saying this. This just was a thought on my brain. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sharing it with y'all niggas.
You know, and street guys, sometimes we all got to stay on our lane. Do you see me coming on YouTube talking about street stuff, which, you know, street politics? No. So Benny, sometimes you got to leave the smart things to the smart people. You don't know what you're talking about. These jewelers have been ripping y'all off for decades. If we had a jeweler take a look at your jewelry, how bad would you be exposed? What type of watch is this? You know, and at the end of the day, diamonds are not even a rare. They're not rare.
Are diamonds rare?
I can get in trouble for this one. No, diamonds are not rare. Okay, there was a company called De Beers. This company, De Beers, came along, I believe they're out of England, and they started buying up the diamond mines until they reached a point that they could control the outflow of diamonds. My understanding is they really created the whole system of grading diamonds to kind of create this idea of value. Diamonds are relatively common. There's enough for everyone on the planet to have it. So all they really had to do was create a giant need for a diamond. Giant marketing campaigns convinced everyone that this was the stone to use for engagement rings.
If you love them, get them a diamond.
Oh, right, yes. And by controlling the market on the diamonds, they could charge whatever they wanted and create all these different levels to give it the appearance of value. And so it was really incredibly brilliant.
Did you not listen to Conflict Diamonds by Lupe?
I fear what De Beers and his peers used to do before the world really knew, just to get their mind on. Making paper with slave labor and hitting little kids with lifetime beards, making them cut and shine stones, inflating the price and making them look nice. And I wasn't thinking twice when I was putting mine on.
Yeah, these diamonds, there's artificial scarcity. Diamonds are not even one of the rarest gemstones. There are gemstones that are way rarer than a diamond. And lab diamonds, they're not like moissanite diamonds. Lab diamonds are chemically diamonds. So there's no difference. But that's the issue. Y'all don't be listening to Lupe Conflict Diamonds. Y'all be listening to Boss Man D-Lo.
Popeyes wanna sign me, I make you get some chicken.
Listen to that BS, getting dumber. Y'all are getting dumber listening to this music. With all due respect to Benny, I'll say this, and then we're gonna get into his next infraction. Diamonds are not rare. Again, I got VVS diamonds in both ears. You can get VVS diamonds nowadays for like 90% less than what you would have got them 5 years ago. So yeah, I'm sorry to all my married guys out there. If you bought your wife an engagement ring, a nice sized rock back before lab diamonds made the market cheaper, I'm sorry. That diamond lost its value. The real flex is gold, right? Gold is like over $4,000 per ounce as I make this video. Let's talk about the gold. If we really want to, do this whole jewelry flex, Benny, how many carats is your gold? You know what I mean? How many carats is that? I mean, I'm just not gonna have a rapper try to tell me about jewelry. Y'all take y'all watches to these jewelers, you get them iced out, you completely ruin the value of the whole piece. Like y'all do just the most outrageous stuff with jewelry that doesn't make sense. When I buy jewelry, no jewelry, no watch I've ever bought has ever lost value after I've bought it. It's all gone up in value. All these little chains I going on right here, they all are worth more now than when I bought them, right? Y'all do the opposite. Y'all jewelry is like cars. You buy a Rolex that's gonna age beautifully, then you ice it out and ruin it. So yeah, there's just not something a rapper can tell me about jewelry. I just don't wanna hear it, especially not from Benny the Butcher. Respectfully though. So here we got Benny the Butcher saying that nerds are in control. The voice of the street no longer carries weight in the culture. Let's hear what you guys say, Benny.
What state the game is in, when the street.
So Benny got on this Miami Cuban link again. When I saw Jalen Hurts on video, his diamonds was hitting. Y'all diamonds ain't hitting like Jalen Hurts's.
This is the same chain that sparked a lot of conversation online about the difference in athletes' jewelry versus a rapper's jewelry. Needless to say, these diamonds are dancing, and there's clearly a big discrepancy in the quality.
It makes me question, like, we off the jewelry, we off jewelry.
See what state the game is in, when the streets don't hold the culture of the game. Now that the weird Twitter nerds and the nerds and all of these.
It's good that the streets don't hold the voice of hip hop anymore. We don't need more gangster rap. We don't need more drug dealing rap. Look what happened during the 90s.
You're proud of the fact that you're blood. Why is that? Yeah.
Because I'm down. I'm down for it. Because I'm a true.
Why be in a gang? What's in it for you?
What's in it?
I mean, you can get killed, right?
Yeah. That's how we feel. We die, it's like we go kill one of them.
When Joe Biden created that crime bill in the 90s, Black people were behind it. We forget this, like the Black Caucus, a lot of Black communities, we were behind that bill because it was so much crime. Did gangster rap help? No, gangster rap kind of fueled it a little bit. It wasn't the main cause, but it kind of fueled it a little bit. Yeah, we don't need the streets in control of hip hop influencing the youth.
Weird motherfuckers got, they got their hands on the culture. The voice of the streets don't mean as much as it did when we was coming up.
Good.
There was a lot of cons to that as well. You know what I'm saying? I gotta say that, but you see what happened when the streets, don't control the game no more.
Y'all let me know, is this diamonds hitting or no?
It's a lot of fuck nigga shit going on, man.
So yeah, I'll end this by saying, I think we just gotta leave the smart things to the smart people. Y'all don't see me trying to step over, cross lines into talking about street politics. So Benny, please spare us. When we wanna know about street politics, who snitched on who, who's a snitch, what's technically snitching, when we wanna know about that, we'll consult you. But until then, we don't wanna hear it, my guy. Especially with how these jewelers been ripping y'all off. Benny, most of your fans is these nerds that you talking about. the white kids, the black kids, the nerds, that's a lot of your fan base. And we're not gonna act like the streets has been this huge positive influence on hip hop. I mean, you got a measuring cup around your neck, which I guess is a metaphor for crack. Cooking crack. Look what crack did to our communities, our black communities across America. You proud of that? You proud of that? You got an iced out crack pot, not a crack pot, but measuring cup. Again, bro, like, y'all can take this type of stuff serious, but I'm gonna just continue to talk down on it. Top5rapwebsite.com. Peace.